You know, because it's really easy to say, yes, we're interested in this or that or the other, but you live it, you do it. All of us here live in ministries in some way with life on the fringes. And we're encouraged to have active ministries in life on the fringes. And a couple other things that were, you know, not only is it lived, I mean actually lived. When I first emailed and made contact, he didn't try to win me over. He didn't try to beat me over the head with this, that, or the other, or evangelize me. You invited me to come and see. And it was a very gentle way of introducing me to the community. And one of my closest friends that I happened to meet at an Anglican seminary is a gay man. And to this day, he is one of my dearest, truest friends. And he didn't make any, he didn't lie or try to cover it up, but he didn't make a big thing of it either. It is what it is. But sadly, it became an issue with the student body. And by extension, I was also ostracized because I was Patrick's friend. Here, it's not even an issue. Okay. And another thing that works with me is you live inclusivity. Folks can come and wear prayer beads or jewelry depicting several different religious traditions, and nobody thinks it's odd. Nobody thinks anything of it. It just is what it is, and even myself. Nobody thinks it's weird that not only simultaneously am I learning to chant both Byzantine Christian and Jewish liturgical music at the same time, I'm most comfortable praying with Muslim prayer beads. And nobody thinks anything of it. And that's all I wanted to say.
That's true, Sue, but I think those earrings are a bit suspect.
I know, but you know, my middle name's Trouble.
So no other comments or
How is it
additions?
that Lindisfarne has drawn people? What was the plan? You're given the reluctance to be. How do you stay invitational and get a word out and not be evangelical in that process?
Well, I think obviously we have things like the website and Facebook, so we do have a public presence in that respect. I think the phrase that I have used often is we're under the radar. So though we obviously would, I'm sure we'd all love our community to grow and others to find what we have together. But we're not aggressive about that. And it's not grow at any cost. It seems really, really important to us when we're doing the inquiry process. And we say to people, we want you to really, really be comfortable with us and for it to be a good fit. And so we're quite happy that probably over the years of every 10 inquirers, maybe one will become a novice in the community. Now, when I was a Baptist minister, that would have scared me to death, because that would have meant I've got to do more and more of this to get more and more people to join the organisation. But I don't think we're about that. I think we're about who we are as a community. We want others to join us, but those that join us bring something to us and are happy and home, and it's a good fit for us, you know. And so, obviously, we don't quite market the community, but we have a web presence, and others, new monastics, have grown much quicker than we have. I was looking at one group in the UK, I think it's called contemplative fire. And they've grown since 2005, 4 or 5, to 80 people. But the article I was reading, they were talking about all the problems they were having with all these people. And I think that would be exceedingly difficult to do, grow that fast. When you have a community that is intentional about its rule and way of living. So slow growth is good, and I think.
It's like your microwave metaphor.
Yes.
So we take this hot pocket, put it in the microwave, and push the button for 3 minutes, and it's still frozen. So we put it in for another minute, and then it's piping hot. We have to let it sit because it'll burn our phone.
Yes.
So it's either frozen or it's too hot.
Yes. Yes.
But if we put things in a crock pot
Yes.
and let it slow cook for 12 hours, when we get back from work, then that's stew.
So we are a crock.
Lindisfarne community is a crock.
Yes.
Coming from the Methodist tradition, right now seems to be going through a thing of forcing growth, talking about goals and objectives. Lawyers over there nodding because he just left annual conference, and I'm sure he heard about those things, and that's exactly what this is not. You never once used goals and objectives
Oh, quick!
in your. This is about the spirituality and that seeking something that we all have. And I just, in a very small group that I'm in, led by a Jewish rabbi, a couple of people are already asking me. And I have not been able to give great answers, and maybe I can do better now, but that's to me a more genuine way of being than this going out and, not that we're going on the street corners to say, come to our church, but some people are trying to do that. You know, get your name out there, put your name on the sidewalk, put your name on a pen and hand it out to people. And
I'm being asked to define